Management settings. 176 OM1009082E17. 13.4.2 MDI, robot or external axis, adjust the encoder pulse of each axis by specifying the angle pulse to the left box and the revolution to the right box of the asterisk. 13.4.3 Teaching, robot or external axis. 1. Mark the checkbox of the desired axis, and click the next button. Then the setting dialog box is displayed to fill the screen. 2. Move the robot or external axis to the origin manually, and press Enter key to update the values. Note, for trademark manipulator users, in case of adjusting the TW axis to the origin individually, move the BW axis to the standard position beforehand. After adjusting the BW axis to the origin individually, adjust the TW axis to the origin. For HS and ES manipulator users, after adjusting the RW axis to the origin individually, adjust the BW axis and TW axis to the origin. In case of adjusting the BW axis to the origin individually, move the RW axis to the standard position beforehand. After adjusting the BW axis, adjust the TW axis to the origin. In case of adjusting the TW axis to the origin individually, move the RW axis and BW axis to the standard position beforehand. MDI, robot, MDI, external axis. Teach, main axis, teach, external axis, management settings. OM1009082E17177. 13.4.4 Multi-rotation, robot. 1. About multi-rotation adjustment menu. After executing the encoder reset due to battery error also, it restores the origin position by keeping the remainder, or apparent angle data, when the multi-rotation data is divided by 360, and resetting the rest. This mode specifies the multi-rotation data of the origin data. Since the apparent angle data is increased or decreased by integral multiple of 512 pulse, and 2048 pulse with trademark, HS and ES manipulators, make sure to check the difference between the current apparent angle data and the apparent angle data before the setup with the indicator in the screen. See the next section for details, and move the robot to the position the origin marks match, and then set the position. Note this. Multi-rotation, robot, function is not applicable if the motor is replaced as the installation position of the motor is changed by the replacement. 2. Procedure. 1. In origin adjust mode, select, multi-rotation, robot, then a message box explaining the function is displayed. 2. Click OK, then a dialog box. Select the axes for origin readjustment and click Next, to display the origin adjust screen. The indicator at the far right of the origin adjust screen indicates degree of difference between the apparent angle data of the previous origin and the apparent angle data of the current position. 3. Update the data, move the target axis to the position origin marks match visually. Fine-tune the axis position so that the indicator of the target axis becomes green. Perform the above for all axes. Once again, visually check if the origin marks match for all axes, and then press the Enter key to update the values. Note greater than if any of the indicators are not in green when the Enter key is pressed, the message shown on the right appears and the data won't be updated. Indicator degree of difference green plus or minus 64 pulse or less yellow plus or minus 65 to 128 pulse gray plus or minus 129 pulse or more. Indicator management settings. 178 OM1009082E17. 13.5 Memory clear. This function clears the data saved in the controller. Use this function to remove all of the files that you don't need or use it before you update software. Note this operation cannot be undone. It is recommended to make a backup copy before you execute the memory clear operation. File clear, to clear teaching programs. All clear, to clear system setup data and teaching programs. 13.6 Date settings. It sets date and time in the robot. Management settings set. Click. Memory clear. Management settings set. Click. Date, time settings, management settings. OM10090882E17179. 13.7 On-site origin adjust *. This function is applicable to trademark, TAR and TB series manipulators. It is a function to adjust origin data based on the adjustment pins attached to the manipulator. Note: prior to using this function, perform the followings. Disconnect all cables from the tool including torch cable. Check to make sure load parameters are correctly set. Procedure greater than 1, mark the checkbox of the axes you want to adjust. Click Next, then the On-Site Origin Adjust dialog box is displayed. Flex parameter, %, specify a contact force level to the on-site origin adjustment pin, normally 100%, the smaller the set value is, the stronger the contact force becomes. Only the marked axes are subject of the origin adjust. Note: greater than the origin adjustment function is not applicable to TW axis of TAR series manipulators as the adjustment pin cannot fit in the axis. The following tables show the operating angles of each axis in on-site origin adjust operation. For axes that may interfere jigs, change the angle to avoid interference in advance. In case of applying the origin adjustment to TW axis of trademark series manipulators, it is necessary to adjust BW axis together with TW axis. Note: greater than for trademark manipulator uses, adjust TW axis and BW axis as a set. Please refer to the operating instructions of the manipulator for the pin settings. Management settings set. Click. On-site origin adjust. Manipulator type axis RTUAFARWBWTW. TM1400 TM1100. Ready position angle -38.00 -37.27 -7.00 18.60 -107.30 -13.3 pin position angle -27.18 -40.27 13.99 21.60 -104.30 -16.3 confirmation angle -24.18 -43.27 16.99 24.60 -101.30 -19.3. TA 1000. Ready position angle 17.00 -27.00 -5.74 -5.00 -12.52 pin position angle 13.84 -30.02 -8.74 2.92 -9.52 confirmation angle 10.84 -33.02 -11.74 5.92 -6.52. TA 1400. Ready position angle 17.00 -27.00 -5.74 18.00 -12.52 pin position angle 13.84 -30.02 -8.74 25.42 -9.52 confirmation angle 10.84 -33.02 -11.74 28.42 -6.52. TA 1600 TA 1800 TA 1900. Ready position angle -59.34 -14.03.00 32.00 -36.00 pin position angle -62.34 -24.83 0.00 35.00 -32.80 confirmation angle -65.34 -27.80 -3.00 38.00 -29.80. TB 1400. Ready position angle 17.00 -27.00 -27.00 10.00 -37.00 -5.00 pin position angle 13.84 -30.02 -30.02.00 -34.19 -7.55 confirmation angle 10.84 -33.02 -33.00 -1.00 -31.19 -10.55. TB1800. Ready position angle minus 59.34 minus 14.008.00 10.00 minus 37.00 minus 5.00 pin position angle minus 62.34 minus 24.835.00 2.00 minus 34.19 minus 7.55 confirmation angle minus 65.34 minus 27.80 2.00 minus 1.00 minus 31.19 minus 10.55. To check the manipulator type, click the Version menu. Management Settings. 180 OM1009082E17. 2. Follow the instruction shown on the lower left of the dialog box. To quit On-Site Origin Adjust, in the process of the adjustment, click Close on the File menu. 3. The dialog box showing the calculated origin data is displayed. Yes, to update the data with the calculated origin data and then end the On-Site Origin Adjust function. No, to end the On-Site Origin Adjust function without updating the data. Cancel, to redo the On-Site Origin Adjust. Instruction. Operation greater than less than instruction greater than 1, check and confirm that no adjustment pin is set. Then turn on the servo power and press the Start switch on the TEAG pendant. Select axes move to the ready position. Push the TP Start switch without setting the adjustment pin. 2. Set the adjustment pin. Then press the Start switch on the TEAG pendant. Search for the adjustment pin. Set the adjustment pin, and push the TP Start switch. 3. Press the Start switch on the TEAG pendant. Search succeeded. Push the TP Start switch to return the axes to the ready position. 4. Put the adjustment pin back in the manipulator. Then press the Start switch on the TEAG pendant. Confirm the adjustment pin is put back. Put back the adjustment pin in the hole. Push the TP Start switch. 5. On the File menu, click Close. Confirmation succeeded. Select File, less than, Close. Management Settings. OM1009082E17181. 13.8 Operation Box. It is a setting for interlock release which occurs when the mode select switch is changed to auto side. The settings that allows interlock release operation to be executed with a status input in addition to the interlock release input on the operation box. Note this setting is displayed on the controllers of UL and CE specifications, or the controllers having optional operation box installed. 1. Setting procedure. Mark the Use the OPR confirm input to switch to auto mode, to set the interlock release to activate by auto mode input. 13.9 Use setting. It is a function to change the intended use of the robot, either welding or handling. 1. Setting procedure, welding, selected to use the robot for welding operation. Handling, selected to use the robot for handling operation. When the handling is selected, all welding related setting items except weaving commands, MOVELW and MOVECW, are disabled. Note, power needs to be restored to update the setting. If the tool offset and load parameter are initialized under handling setting, their setting values become zeros. Make sure to set suitable parameters for the applied tool. Management Settings set. Click Operation Box. Management Settings set. Click Use Setting Management Settings. 182 OM1009082E17. 13.10 Torch Cable Setting.